Hey guys, Rugby League Roundup back here, and today we are going live. This is Beyond the Tryline episode number 5, and I'm doing my 2025 season review of the St. George Illawarra Dragons with my friend from the Mad Dragons Vodcast, Big T. How are
Hey
you,
guys,
Big T?
how you going? I'm going all right. Yeah, had a good Christmas and New Year. Hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year. I'm looking forward to this episode, and I'm looking forward to the Mad Dragon podcast starting in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, it's going to be good. There's going to be a lot more content coming out now. It's getting pretty goody season, so yeah, it's getting big. And if you guys want to see more content, make sure to keep tuning in. There'll be, I think, the Rabbitohs reviews coming out tomorrow. There'll be more content to come, especially even on the Dragons as well. So to get it started, I'm just going to go through the 2024 season and compare it to the 2025 season. So in 2024, Dragons managed to finish 11th. They had a pretty good season until the last few games there. And we won 11 games. We lost 13, so it was pretty even that whole season. And we scored 508 points and conceded 634. And then in 2025, obviously we both know that it was quite injury depleted season for us. We had multiple young players go out with injury. Dylan Egan, you know,
Amy Stewart went out a bit later.
Amy Stewart.
We lost Ryan Katzman, Toby Katzman.
Yep.
We lost Sewer for a while.
Yeah, Suar, Sully.
Holmes at the end of this just kept piling up, didn't it?
Yeah, it was quite bad, but we only managed to win 8 games, so we actually won 3 less games in 2024.
We did, yeah.
2024, and we lost 16, so it wasn't great. And the 15th position, I don't think it reflected our season properly.
No.
We'll go in towards the end of the episode, but we managed to score 498 points, so our tackle was a little bit worse by 10 points, and we conceded 628, and that actually was better than the year before where we had 634. So 6 points is the difference in the year, but hoping that we can probably improve on that next year if we're a lot healthier.
I don't know if you've got other stats there about the 24-25 seasons. Like penalties conceded in 2024, 116, and we finished 17th. We were the last team to be penalised, like the lowest team to be penalised in 2024. 2025, we were 11th, 126 penalties, Tackles, we didn't make a difference really there. Missed tackles, we improved by over 100. Ineffective tackles went down a bit. But the one that gets me is kick return, mate. Have you seen kick return?
No, I haven't seen
the kick return. Our kick return was 3,252 metres, the return. Penrith, we finished up the top, 5,520 return metres.
Wow.
So that's where we're falling down. We're falling down there. That's a big fall. But errors have improved. So and try assist was another one. 71 try assists for the Dragons, 108 for the Storm.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
So 37 more try assists for the Storm. They didn't win the comp, but they finished first.
Yeah. I mean, and the creativity is something that lacks in a couple of key plays that we have. I mean, Gutherson had a bunch of try assists. King Togia, in the amount of games that he played, had a good amount. But it's the contributions from Damien Cook and Kyle Flanagan where we didn't see as much try assists. Damien Cook didn't really get to go out of dummy half and start running the ball a lot like we would have imagined at the start of the season. So,
I don't think our defence is the problem. Our missed tackles in 2024 was 774 for the year.
Yeah.
The missed tackles for 25 was 610.
Yeah.
So that's a vast improvement. And both years we finished lowest on the missed tackle count.
Yeah.
We finished 17th on the missed tackle count. Other clubs made more missed tackles.
Yeah. I like the defense. I also think that if it wasn't for injuries this year, probably would have been even better in terms of missed tackles because
100%.
Everyone was getting a bit more tired towards the end and having to play more minutes. A bunch of the kids, Buchanan's, Pacifici Tonga's, Halangahus, who were just fresh out of reserves, they're all 18 to 20. Yeah. They had to play bigger minutes. We're pretty much forced, but it's going to benefit our team in the long run, and that's something I'm certain of. And I think this year the injuries we had can only shape us for the better. So, I mean,
100%.
The missed tackles is a really good stat, and even with the penalties conceded, we're probably one of the better teams in the comp. We only conceded.
We're number one team. Well, for penalties and suspensions, like we're up there, like we're in the middle of the field. We're not getting penalised out of the game. We can't blame penalties.
No, our penalties aren't looking like conceded. When we concede the penalties, it doesn't look too bad. It's more about points conceded. On average, it was about 26.2, and that's the fourth worst defense in the comp in terms of points, and just letting easy points in a lot. Like that Anzac game, that Dolphins game, like two denominators out of our season where we conceded huge points. 46.
That's right. Exactly right.
Like it's
exactly right.
If you take a couple of games out of it, the defense looks all of a sudden really, really good. But
our error rate's improved as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Error rate 242 for 2025, 317 for 2024. But that's both 15th and 16th on the lowest. We're the 15th and 16th lowest teams to be there.
Yeah, I think Shane Flanagan's done a tremendous job so far. I mean, the latter positions could say different, but some of the football I've seen since Flanagan's come here, some of the players he's brought in, Gutherson, Holmes, and the way he debuted, and the amount of talent that made their debut in 2024. I mean, even players like Sugranis and Buchanan and players that played less than 10 games but got their go and were able to showcase pretty solid. And I think
they showed what they could do.
I think that means the system's there. We just got to keep developing them players.
100%.
And putting the right players around them.
But there are pundits out there, there are commentators out there singing the praises of our youngsters. How good they are, how good they're going to be coming through. And hopefully that pans out.
Yeah, I do see a lot of players like Hamish Stewart and Toby Couchman. I think one of the two might be our future captain in the next 5 to 10 years, probably even sooner, who knows. I think maybe Keon, when he comes to the club, might get a leadership role. So, I mean, you never know.
Maybe I think Keon might have been promised that position, because he was up there in the South Sydney leading players, you know what I mean, the player management team. And Bennett was really pissed off when he left.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a big loss for South. Obviously, we're not reviewing South. And
no, not yet. No, that's right.
That's a big get for us in terms of, that's the player we've been looking for maybe 3 years.
Well, that was Adam Faneuil-Blake last year.
Yeah. And we pretty much...
That's the player we missed out on then. Now we picked on Keon. So we picked up Keon. So hopefully we'll pick up a few more because 2028 is looking pretty lean. We've got 5 players signed. So all of our young blokes are coming off contract. Did you realise that? 26, 27?
Yeah.
27 coming off contract.
And I'm not sure we're going to be able to keep all of them because, I mean,
that's what I was going to talk about. That I was going to talk about. We've got Sewer and Leilua in our back row.
yeah,
They're 28 and 29, so they're getting up there in age. I'm not saying they're not done. They're not done for NRL, but when you've got Dylan Egan behind them, Ryan Katzman behind him, Helen Garhu behind them, Nick Sagranis behind them.
yeah.
Like, how are we going to keep those four players if we keep these two between them? They played over 300 games, so that's a lot of talent.
Yeah, and I would keep Jaden Sewer for another 2 to 3 years because.
But who did we lose?
Yeah, we might really have to lose maybe one of the younger players, which is a shame. But at the end of the day, we just got to keep as much as we possibly can. We're not going to keep all of them. It's that's a fact. Like even Penrith, they have still got juniors coming through.
Well, I've done a part of the Mad Dragon Vodcast about Penrith, and between 2021 and 2025, they'd lost over 30 players from their like that had gone to other teams. So they were done well to win 4 in a row.
Yeah, and I mean, even this year, like the comeback they had, no one thought they were going to make the 8 at all. We thought, oh, what the hell is happening here? Like they've just gone crap. So if we're able to kind of replicate what they did in terms of how they keep their juniors, the ones to really, really keep. I mean, they've kept the right juniors. They've kept Martins, Yos, Queries.
Yeah.
They've kept the right ones.
The smart footballers.
Yeah.
Well, I think with Penrith last year, they started off with a lot of young blokes, and they weren't smart enough to play with Nathan Cleary.
Yeah.
So he'd do things, and they wouldn't be ready for it because they're not smart enough yet.
Yeah.
Like when you know what your halfback's going to do, it makes rugby league so much easier.
Yeah. And especially in a system like Penrith, I mean, we just got to kind of. I know we're not going to be exactly like Penrith. It might take a while to even get near where they finish almost every year. I mean, we might not even make the 8 in 26, but I think 27 we have every chance of it.
Again, we said that in 2023 about Tyrell Sloan, Sullivan, and Amone. We said that 2025 is going to be our year. Here we go. Didn't pan out.
We've lost 2 of them, and one's on the outer.
I think we've all got to pray more, Bill.
Yeah.
I do think we've got to pray and go to church and be good Christian people and good Muslims out there as well. There's good people everywhere. But just have a pray to God, pray to Allah, pray to whoever
Pray for the Dragons to win 10 years in a row.
I would have loved to see that. I was 3 years too late. Wasn't born till 69. So
yeah, and my dad.
That's 1969, Billy. 1969.
Well, hopefully there becomes another streak, but that's a bit of hope and a dream. So, I mean, we've talked about our prospects and all the potential for our team in the coming years. Yeah. Time to get into how our players did this year, and we start with our captain or co-captain, Clint Gutherson. He played 24 games, 7 tries, and 18 try assists.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, Big T? How do you?
Well, he was wasn't he Dragons Player of the Year? Also, he was our Player of the Year, I think it was, Mad Dragon Vodcast Player of the Year. So we knew it. He started off well. He started off with 9 try assists in, I think it was 7 games. He was doing it. He was doing the job. He was doing his job, and he continued doing it all year. You could see him at the end of the year. He was knackered. Yeah,
and I don't blame him. We had to play matches with players out. We had no bench at one point against the Wars, but there's games where you could just tell how much of a captain he is because Look at games against the Sharks where he saved the try in the corner.
Yeah.
Got a try and a try assist. I mean, real great knock. And even against the Storm, I remember rewatching that match a couple of weeks ago, and Sean Bloor was over the try line, and he knocked it out of his hand. And there's pretty much no stopping a back row when they get to the try line. But
No. Unless you're Jaden Sewer and drop it yourself. But that's another story.
we're not going to talk about that one. Yeah, we can't talk about that. Not here. That's a bad memory. That's wow, yeah. I completely forgot about that too. Said that, but yeah. I mean, for me, Gutho, it was just from my perspective, my player of the year. Others might have it differently, but
Yeah.
just he was just consistent for most of the year. And
Yeah, you had Jack DeBellin, Gutherson, you had the forwards, Little and Cook doing their magic, you know. If Little played more games, he would have been our best player. If he played more minutes, he would have been our best player.
yeah, I do think Little had a great year for us.
He's had a great last 3 seasons.
Yeah,
when Little came to the club, I thought, you beauty, because Western Suburbs, they had him high on a pedestal.
yeah,
They had him. He was the player they were going to build their team around. And
just get
when he got injured, done a couple of leg injuries, didn't go too well. Tigers had to let him go in the end. And we picked him up. I was quite happy we picked him up. I thought he was a good player. And when he played for the Tigers, he picked them up as well.
Yeah, 100%. But we'll get into Lidzi a bit later.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't think he's too far down the track because he also played 24 games, and so we're going in games order, not alphabetic. So he shouldn't be too far down. But in terms of Gutho, what would you grade him? Would you give him a pass, a fail, or do you want to give him a number out of 10?
Oh, for 2025,
yeah,
I'd grade Rough Road pretty high. I'd give him probably 8 out of 10 for his efforts over the years. He did have a couple of down moments. Like I was saying, he had all those try assists early on. Might have been the first 10 games he had 9, but then dwindled off towards the second half of the year. But yeah, I'm going to go a high 8.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. I think I'm not going to give him a numbers rating. I usually give pass marks.
Okay.
That's usually how I do it, and I think for me, I mean, that's not even a question to give him a pass because he's done so much for us in terms of attack and creativity.
Yeah.
Even though kind of slacked off in the mid part of the year, but yeah, for me, definitely a pass mark. Now, moving on to the next player, a player who's copped a lot of controversy. We've had his dad on the Mad Dragons podcast, and quite a lot of fans don't rate him. Some like him though, and I'm one that does like him, but do think we still need an upgrade. Kyle Flanagan, our 5'8", for next year, for this year actually, for this upcoming season. Give us your thoughts on the season he had.
I thought Kyle had an up and down season. I thought he played really well in parts. Again, I'm not sure his kicking game let him down. Like he was doing try assists, he was out there, he was running the ball. Of course, scored a couple of tries himself.
Yeah,
but I thought his kicking game might have let him down a little bit. Again, he tries his hardest. He's not a top flight. He's not an Andrew Johns. He's not a Nathan Cleary. He's not quite there. But he's a great player. I love the kid, but this year he just couldn't get us to the end. We had many a game where we need someone to nail the ending. Yeah. Nail the ending, you know, and him and Lycan King Tonga just couldn't tweak it, and we lost a few games by lost 10 games by less than 6 points or less.
Yeah, and I agree. I think personally, in terms of getting the game done, probably need something a bit more quality, but 7 tries, 10 tries, it's not too bad. I just think we kind of need another experienced half.
Yeah,
And
but Rob keeps banging on about Rob Menai Dragon keeps
yeah,
banging on about he's not our 7, he's our 14. And he was brought to the club as a 14, but unfortunately he had to play 7 in 2025.
yeah, and
And he is our best option.
yeah, and he had to play 6 in 2024 because our half that we got at the time, Volkman, we ended up
That's
Terry's
right. Yeah.
So we've never actually trialed him at 14, which is something that still we don't know about. But in terms of his year, I think he did all right defensively.
Spot on.
Freaking great. Like he is probably one of the best defenders as a half in the comp. Like in my opinion, it's not biased. I just think you look at the way he defends, his technique. Don't know if you remember the game against the Warriors, the back end of the season. He made Leka Halasima drop the ball about 3 times.
He did.
And that's a bloody hard bloke to put down. So, I mean, defense is great. And I can see where the fans here get a bit angry because when you said kicking game, I kind of agree on that part. He doesn't change it up enough. He'll throw out the odd bomb here and there, but most of the kicks are end over end, and sometimes they land a bit shorter than usual. So the other team will begin their set on the 20 or the 30, and it puts us.
Other teams were starting their sets on the 40.
Yeah,
we were ending our sets on the 40.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's a problem too. So,
well, that's to do with kicking as well.
Yeah,
kicking as well. Like, if you remember, I don't know if you remember 2010, Jamie Soward. Jamie Soward, right? Yeah. He kicked the ball. He found grass.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you've got to do. You've got to find grass. And you've got to go from there, whether you smoke it or not. You go from there. You've got to find grass. You've got to get the ball inside their 10. We can't be kicking from the 40 and then catching it on the 20 and then running 20 metres and getting tackled on the 40.
Yeah.
On our 40, I'm talking about. Our 40, we kick it. Their 40, they play it.
Yeah.
So that's our big... And that comes from return metres.
Yeah.
Kick return metres. But when you compare it to Penrith, Toto's running over 200 metres a game. You've got Edwards running over 200 metres a game, and that's kick return metres. You know what I mean? Like most of that's kick return.
Yeah.
So we've got to work on kick return. We've got to work on kicks. There's a lot we have to work on.
That's something that I'm hearing that hopefully we can have Atkinson bring because we need kicks on the grass and we need a long kick. And Ilias had that, but it was kind of almost the same problem because he had a broken leg the year before, so he was kind of nervy to kick every single ball.
Exactly.
And that kind of...
And didn't he break it from someone crashing into him after a kick?
Yeah.
So you're going to be a bit sheepish, aren't you?
Yeah, and I think even Ben Hunt at times will kick it and find glass. Like that. At times. Not every time, but at times, which is still kind of good.
But in the end with Ben Hunt, it was the 1% that he didn't do.
Yeah.
The 1% that he didn't do.
Yeah.
So, and you didn't really notice that he wasn't doing them. But when you look back, he was making that cover tackle.
Yeah.
Whereas towards the end of his career at the Dragons, he wasn't making that cover tackle. So,
and
what do you do with people like that?
Yeah. I guess we just got to hope and pray for Atkinson that he, I've got hope in him. I think he could potentially be a game changer.
I don't know if they're still whispering about it, but Humphreys from South, there was a whisper about that a few weeks ago.
I haven't seen that, but I mean,
a very slight whisper it was. But he was looking to move because he was behind so many players.
He's a very big player too. Like
Well, South's are stuffed with halfbacks.
oh yeah, they got a plethora of halves. I mean, yeah, I think he'd be great. I do think he'd be great. I mean,
So,
his size as a half is perfect.
yeah.
He's got a big enough boot on him to send the ball flying if he wanted to, and yeah, I mean, could be an answer, but I guess we just got to wait and see on Atkinson first. I think we've got to give him a try.
But we have signed a 22-year-old from Bulldogs.
Yeah. Yep.
What's his name?
Joseph
O'Neill.
Yeah, Joseph.
O'Neill.
Yeah.
He's a halfback. I watched a little bit of him. He's pretty classy, you know. He's a clever halfback. He's quick off the mark. He's got to step off both foot. He's 22. I think he's in the development squad. So I don't know whether he'll get a look in, but yeah, keep an eye out for that. Joseph. What's his last name again? O'Neill. Joseph O'Neill. Yeah, keep an eye out.
Yeah, I could be anything. So we just don't know. We don't know yet. But come February, where we get a look at the trials, we might have a clue. So, to wrap up Kai Flanagan, what would you give him for this season?
Probably a 6 due to his kicking. His attack, his defense. When he's got the ball in his hand, when he runs the ball, he should run the ball more. And his defense is 7 or 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? But overall, probably a 6.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Probably a borderline pass for this season. We kind of had no one else to replace Flanagan. But still think he did a pretty solid job when he was with us. There's definitely games where if we had a quality halfback that could win us a game, we'd probably be in the top 8. But
we would.
That's the situation we're in. Yeah. And he can only do it with the hands he's got and the cards he's been played with. So definitely just a pass mark for me.
Unfortunately, as I echo Rob in the shadows there, he wasn't a 7 or a 6, he was a 14. So he's done a good job for the last 2 years. Hopefully he can do another one.
Yeah. So that's 2 of our spine members being wrapped up now. On to the third one, the other co-captain of the club, Damien Cook. What do you think? 24 games, 1 try, 4 try assists. And
he could have scored more tries. Dummy half runs. Where am I? Where's my paperwork? Dummy half runs for 2024. 225 dummy half runs from Cook and Little and whoever else ran from dummy half. That was 5th in the dummy half runs. So we were 5th highest in the dummy half runs. Again, Melbourne, we scored 225 dummy half runs. Melbourne got Harry Grant. They had 294 dummy half runs. So there's a bit of a difference there.
And in terms of that, this was like his lowest year in terms of average running meters for like
10 years. He needed to run more, again, from dummy half.
Yeah, 52 running meters in the last how many years it is? 80, 77.
We can't put it down to old legs because he's still quick.
Yeah, he's definitely quick. He scored a try this year against Cronulla at Cronulla, and he got the ball and he just ran. He needs to pin the ears back more. We need him to take more risks. We're going to need that because sometimes we won't have the quality. And hopefully Josh Kerr might bring that because he's got a quick play the ball. So that can unlock Little, and that might just give him the chance to run the ball a tiny bit more.
Offloads as well. Last year we finished 8th with 249. 249, and with Josh Carey's going to bring another 50 offloads a game. You know what I mean? So, I just like how he gets to the line, turns his back, and just pops it over the top. Just pops it because he's so tall. He just pops it out the top.
He's done that for us before, Curry. So, we know what.
And he was looking when he left last time. He was looking to be a regular first grader, and then he went to the Dolphins. I don't think he became a regular first grader. He was on the bench most of the time, come off the bench. So I think he's going to be a starter in our side.
He might. I mean, from what we're hearing, he might be. I personally would have him on the bench, but that's just my thoughts. In terms of Cookie, although he didn't run the ball as much, 96% tackle rate.
Yeah.
Pretty spot on. Like,
When he's making 60 tackles a game, he's up there. He's up there with Cameron McGuinness, Dale Finucane. He was another one that used to make 60 tackles a game. But yeah, he's a tackling machine.
He's got good knocks in him. Like he's always pretty solid in terms defensively, but I just think we need him to contribute a little more. For this one, I'm probably going to give him a pass. It's just simple. I don't think he did enough to fail. He always put his heart in the game. He always played with heart. So, yeah, that's a pass for me. Big T.
Yeah, I'll give him a pass. I'm going to give him like a 7 out of 10. Like you say, the run meters was pretty low. What was what his average was before the previous years at South Sydney?
Yeah, so I've got the numbers here. He had 104 in his third year at South. From then on, 78, 94, 77, 77, 67, 80. So
so he's dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, he's 36, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit older.
But when you're making 60 odd tackles a game, you can't be making 150 run meters.
Yeah, I think the legs do get a bit tired, and we have to do a lot of defending because we tend to put ourselves under pressure, whether it comes to meters or whatever the case is during the season. We just usually end up defending more than other teams, so he doesn't get the ability to run as much as he probably would like to. But that's a pass. Moving on to our next kicker, one I think personally should start for us next year, but I don't know if he will. Jacob Little, 24 games, 9 tries, didn't get the try assist, but defensively pretty solid with a total of 94% tackle rate, and he averaged about the same running meters Cook did off the bench.
Yeah. Little had a good year, scored some remarkable tries. I scored one in particular. We ran a length of the field. I think that was against the Broncos. I think that was my favourite. My favourite win this year was that game.
That was great.
Yeah. So we didn't have many wins, but that was my favourite, I think. Yeah. Oh, who's on the phone? It's me. Unfortunate, sorry.
But just echoing what you're saying.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, echoing what you're saying. Jacob Little, I mean, great season. This one probably could have been up there for player of the season for us. I mean, off the bench.
I said that earlier. If he played more minutes, he probably would have been our player of the year.
Yeah, and 30, 40 minutes off the bench, and he still contributed as much as he could. There was games where he scored doubles. I mean, very solid. He's won us some games with just some of the creativity. So, hoping we can get more minutes, maybe 60 this year. I mean, that would be really nice. I know you won't get 80 while him and Damien Cook are at the Dragons together. But
I still think he's a season away from 80 minutes footballer. Don't think he's quite an 80-minute player yet. And having Cookie there, and the Cookie's there for one more season, this 2026, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think I heard something that we might extend him. So, yeah, I mean, we could extend him for 2027. I won't mind that, but I want to see Little starting every single week. That's just for me, my opinion. I just think we need him to start because he'll come out of the box.
For sure.
Cookie's going to be smarter about it, obviously, more safe, more cautious approach now that he's a bit older. But we need freaking spark straight away. We need to start with some spark. So, I'm not saying Cook's not sparky, but
especially against the Bulldogs.
Oh yeah, especially in Vegas. I mean, we need to set the world alight there. So, Damien Cook, pretty good. Jake Will, even better. And For me, it's pretty simple, like almost a 10 out of 10 season. If he wasn't on the bench,
Yeah.
probably.
All right, now I'm going to give him same as Guffer. I'll give him an 8. 8 plus 8.5. Great year. Tackle again, 94%, you were saying? Tackle efficiency.
Yeah,
So, again, that's pretty high. I think anything above 89 is pretty high. So, yeah, it'll be a good combination next year, I hope. Hope they play in tandem roles. Hope they're both on the field at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that would be better. I think that's pretty good as well. So, yeah, for me, Jacob Little, pass mark. And, yeah, can't wait to see that combo in 2026. Moving on to the next player now, who unfortunately we didn't choose to, well, we tried to, but didn't actually end up keeping him on board, was Jack DeBellin. 23 games, 1 try, 3 try assists. I'll get his defensive stats up now, but if you want to run over how you thought his season went, Big T.
Again, also like I said earlier, he was up there for Dragons Player of the Year, Mad Dragon Vodcast Player of the Year. He was up there. He was always out there, always struggling hard. He's going to be a loss. I think we had to let him go to keep Hamish Stewart. We had to let somebody go, and unfortunately, it was Jack DeBellin, and he'd been through a lot at the Dragons. We looked after him for 3 years while he wasn't playing. So, so a big loss. I'll give him a 7 out of 10 for 2026, but 2025. But I won't like seeing him run out of Parramatta jersey.
Yeah,
won't be right.
Yeah, it's just going to look odd, but something I want to run over here is that after his first year of first grade, he never tackled under 90%.
Yes.
Like, defensively was great, and he always ran about 130 meters, running meters per game. This year, a bit lower, 110. But just the effort. I mean, I'm happy to call him a club legend. I mean, it's a bit controversial. Some people, because of his controversy, might not say it, but I think he's done enough. Played over 200 games for the club. I think he might be second most capped player. I'm not too sure about that. I don't want to get that wrong, but he's definitely up there with one of the most games for the Dragons. So I'm happy to call him a legend. Thank him for his time, because he was loyal to us for a long time, and we were loyal to him during the tough period he had.
Yeah.
And I still think he's going to be a great footy player, especially for Power. They got to look after him really well. I think he's probably one of the better forwards at this age, and he's for his age is still playing great. So yeah, I'm going to give him a pass mark, and you gave him a decent rating as well. So,
7.5.
Yeah.
There could have been moments he could have stepped up more, but no, give him a go.
Yeah, and great effort all around. I mean, never stopped trying. So, yeah, what a player. And now moving on to another player that's been at the Dragons for over 100 plus games, Luciano Leilua. Played 23 games, 0 tries and a try.
Yeah.
Came off the bench a bit this season, a bit more than the year before. Averaged 88 meters. And his defense actually, in terms of tackle efficiency, wasn't too bad, but there were games where he'd look a bit out of position or he'd get sort of lost. What are your thoughts, Big T?
Apparently he's lost 10 kilos over the off-season, coming back leaner and lighter than he's ever been, you know what I mean? So it's his last year contract this year, so he's playing for a contract. So he's 2026 is his last year. He could start talking to other clubs now, but 2025 was a poor year for Luch, like you were saying. He was down low. He was down in the lower half of the competition. Great hands, great skills. Some of those passes he passed off to Valentine Holmes, they just touched his hands. Like they skimmed his hands. Like, he didn't even touch it. It was the air swishing past that passed the ball to Valentine Holmes. He's got great hands. But it was a down year last year for him, I think. And he needs the big one this year. So because he's 29.
Yeah.
29 now. So he's playing for maybe his second last contract. I won't say his last contract, but his second last contract.
Yeah, and in terms of attacking numbers, he's had so many better years than 2025. I think some of his worst stats and just like he's got, like you said, he's got a magnificent touch. Every time he gets the ball, I mean, the way he distributes it, it's like he's actually a half, but he just didn't do enough.
I think he had a kick this year with a try scored off it. So he's got the kick as well. So
yeah,
it was an awesome kick. But yeah, it was a great try that one. So if I remember rightly,
I just want to see more out of him. Like, we're just not seeing enough. And I know he's come off the bench a little bit more, but it's just a contribution in attack needs to be better. Like, he's a sharp attacking player. We just need to get him. 100%. We just need to get him there. I mean, 2024, his attack really showed. I think he had much better stats. He was like 3 tries and 6 try assists from the forward. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this is where I give my first fail out. It's a bit harsh. I don't like giving fails. Try and be as optimistic as I can, but I'm so much more optimistic about the season for 2026, seeing his shape, seeing his condition, and he looks good. I just hope he replicates it on the field now. What about you?
Exactly, 100%. He's 100%. He's got to bring it out into the field. When he comes off the bench, or like I was saying before, behind him, you've got Egan, Ryan Couchman, Alan Gahu, Nick Sagranis, who I think might be a centre.
Yeah, he can
Nick
play
Sagranis. Yeah, but he can play in the centres, but he's got all those players pushing him. It's going to be Luciano and Sewer are going to be our back row.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And where do you put Ryan Couchman in the team? Where do you put? I know they're not going to come back for a few weeks because they're both injured.
RC and Toby Couchman are meant to be back for round 1, so that might be a dilemma. But Dylan Egan won't be back till about round 1.
Yeah, but where are you going to put Dylan Egan?
Yeah,
he's got to be in the team.
Yeah, he has to. He has to.
Who do you leave off the bench?
Yeah, we have to find places.
What's Blocker's role this year?
Yeah, I don't think he'll start. I just don't know.
So it's all up in the air. It's all up in the air, Bill. Like look at our backlines for 2020, 2026. They're all different.
Yeah. Oh.
Gutho is the only player in that backline. Maybe Moses and Holmes, maybe, but Gutho's the only one who's going to be definite fullback, and the rest are just. Where are we going to go?
I think our centres are pretty much confirmed too. I think it's just the wingers.
Someone mentioned Buchanan in the centres and Holmes on the wing. I don't mind that. Yeah. They can swap. They can interchange. You know what I mean?
I do prefer Holmes with the ball more. He has to get involved. Yeah, I mean, you can't have him just sitting there. I think he's better when he's got the ball in his hands. And
that's right. It's just an opinion, Bill. You know, everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that.
That's all we're doing. Like,
yeah, we just talk shit. But no, it could be like that. We just don't know. Selections in round 1 might really shock us. We might see so
on your scoop.
You never know. He might have the scoop. I mean, that might
have the scoop.
Yeah. But
I want to say a big congratulations to Scoop. He actually got up the courage. He got his license too. You hear that? Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Scoop. Got his license. Got up the courage to go and ask a girl out. Unfortunately, she had a boyfriend. She said no. But it takes guts to do that, Bill.
Does. more guts to
Like,
take.
well done, Scoop. Try again, mate. Try again.
Takes more guts to ask than to cop a freaking tackle from one of the first grade.
100%, mate.
Yeah,
100%.
no, good on him. But
I still can't talk to him. No, I go giggly.
in terms of
sorry, mate. Sorry.
well, no, it's all good. Gotta have a bit of banter though. You have to.
You do.
Otherwise, it's not a podcast. It's not entertaining. Luciano Alua, out of 10, what would you give him?
Oh, I'm going to go 5.5. I think he could have done better. So it's maybe just a pass because he did play well. He did have a good Wouldn't have a bad season. Didn't have a good season. He had an indifferent season.
Yeah, I could see either way, but for me, I'm going with a fail.
I'm going to tip for a big 26.
Oh yeah,
because he's playing for a contract. He's playing for a contract.
Yeah, I agree. I think you'll have a much better year this season. Moving on now, we do have one player that unfortunately I thought we should have kept, David Clemmer. 22 games. The attacking stats, you don't have to have the attacking stats, but it's just the effort. Like he's so every game you can see the emotion.
Oh, for sure. You know.
Oh,
whoever he plays for, he bleeds that colour.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
When he was at Newcastle, he bled that colour. When he was at the Bulldogs, he bled that colour. Tigers as well, I think he was at. He bled that colour. And when he was at Dragons, he 100%. He was every week 100%. He did get suspended, but back in the day, but
he didn't miss much. I think he missed a week at most.
Yeah,
that's really good for Clemmer because there's years where he got suspended for weeks.
That's an interesting stat, that Bill. Our suspensions and fines.
Yeah.
In 2024, 2025, $8,600 in fines and 3 weeks suspension. Right, that was Emre Gula, and Clemmer didn't get suspended, but Emre Gula got suspended for free. 3 matches, right? So
yeah,
8,600 and 3 matches.
We
were the lowest. We were the lowest. Least fined, least suspended team in the competition.
It shows how.
Then go to the Bulldogs. Listen to this. Bulldogs fines in 2025, 52,600. 52,600 and a 15-match suspension. Suspensions, 15 matches, right?
That's someone's wage.
But Josh Curran alone, we had $8,600 fine for the whole team. Josh Curran alone, $7,800 and 4-match suspension. Jacob Preston, $7,300 and a 4-match suspension. Kurt Mann, Crichton, $1,500 fines. So that was filth. That was filth from the Bulldogs. Kick them out.
I mean, it shows, right? How much better we've become discipline-wise. Because
but 8,600 for our team, nearly 53,000 for the Bulldogs.
2 years ago, Fui Mayona got suspended for 10 weeks for a freaking clothesline tackle on Pappenhausen. So we look like the grubbiest team then. But
that's right. Yeah, we've got 10 weeks.
In terms of Clemmer, I think he brought the right amount of grubbiness that we needed.
He did. He did.
He's still a good one, but we need someone that played with that aggression, and he was aggressive pretty much almost every game.
Yeah, I don't think Gould is the man to take the plays either.
No, I don't think so. I mean, personally, not a fan, but Clem Dog. He does. He has to get a pass from me. I think he done.
Yeah, pass. I'll give you a pass. I'll give you 7.5.
I think that's where we wrap it up for Clem because there's not much else to go through. He doesn't have that much stats, and I can't find the rest because it's not on the website anymore. So, Clem Dog, definitely a pass. Moving on now, Moses Sully. A lot of people calling for him to be dropped in 2026. But do you see that way or
He's the
no?
same as Christian Tuipulotu, mate. When he's on his game, he is the most damaging running centre in the game.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and I think he was pretty creative this year. 9 try assists. 9 try
Yeah,
assists.
and that's good for him because he doesn't pass the ball.
Yeah,
He's our new Ewan Aitken. Because he never passed the ball either.
He
But
seems
yeah,
people think though to get 8 tries.
Right, yeah. But he can be the most damaging running centre in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's so
he pass mark for me this year, 7.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got to have another big season too. So I'm not sure of his contract situation, but he's got to have a big season.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's still 27, so he's still fairly good age.
Fairly young. And then you got to look at to all these players coming to the end of the 26, 27 end of their contracts. You know, you've got the Bears and you've got the Chiefs coming in, or whatever they're called up there, the Fuzzy Wuzzies from Papua New Guinea, whatever they're called. We've got to be careful of that as well because we have lost a couple of players to Perth already. So a couple of young blokes. So
some juniors, yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to buy someone. So, Sully pass mark average 149 meters. I've already talked through his tries and try assists. I think next year, not next year, this season, probably might be his best.
Hopefully, hopefully, he needs the best. He needs a good season.
I mean, whoever's on his side needs to distribute the ball early. And I don't like echoing what actual NRL players have said, but when centers get the ball early, they tend to do more with it. So, I just think we need to unlock him as much as we can. Moving on.
He could be up there with Latrell as a centre. Latrell's a damaging centre.
Yeah,
so he could be the same.
In terms of attacking threat, definitely, I think so. But
probably defense is not too good either. So
Latrell, that's what Latrell could do. So he could do both sides, and
that's right.
Not really, but still we can attack, and we need to get that out of him as much as possible. Moving on now to another attacking threat, our highest try scorer for 2025, Tyrell Sloan. 17 tries in 19 games and a couple of tries. He's tackled at 86% in 2025. Tell me why people still don't want him at the club, Big T. Did he have a good season or not?
I think it's his size. I think that's his problem. He needs to bulk up. He bulks up, he loses speed. Now that's his bread and butter. Speed is his bread and butter. You know, like he could be anything, that kid. But again, Dragons don't seem to want him, and I'm not sure what they're doing with the poor kid. You know, like he's on the outies. They're telling him he's not going to get a start this year. Go and find somewhere else to play. So I think it's a bit harsh on him. Maybe he's got that 2023 syndrome, the same as Sullivan and Amone. And now they're gone. People are going, well, he should be gone too. He was only good because they were here.
See, for me, I want him, but
so do I.
It's just in terms of is he willing to put his body on the line to make the
He hasn't got size to do it.
Yeah.
You put him next to Xavier Coates. And Xavier Coates has got another half on his shoulder to Tyrell Sloan. And he flies through the air with the greatest of ease. Without a trapeze. He's up there, he hangs there forever. And Tyrell Sloan can do that. I can see Tyrell Sloan playing the same role as Lomax did. 40 metres out, put the bomb up, so it comes down 5 metres out from the line. Tyrell Sloan comes through and takes the ball.
And he can attack the ball. He knows how to. I've seen him do it before.
But again, like you said, he won't put his body on the line.
Yeah.
And that comes with size.
Yeah.
like I was saying, Xavier Cates is a big man. He puts his body on the line there every week. Selwyn Cobbo is a big man, puts his body on the line every week. Tupu and Wanangani Tuase from the Roosters, put their body on the line.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's just something.
And he's pulled off 1,000 great tackles.
Oh yeah, he's done some great.
Only people remember the ones he missed.
Yeah, and with fullbacks, that's what you'll get. You'll never see him run. But
Donny put something up midway through last year that he was better than Pappenhausen, better than Tedesco, better than Ponga, as in stats, defensive stats. He was better than that. But he's got to do more with the ball.
Yeah, I agree. I think,
which they do.
Yeah, they do.
So they can forgive their defensive lapses because they might let one in, but they'll put on two.
Yeah.
So.
And even Gutherson, if he lets one in, he can get a try back like that.
Exactly right.
It's just a mentality. If you're a fullback, you're going to have that. I think now, if he wants to play fullback, he has to go elsewhere because it doesn't seem like that's going to happen at the Dragons. But in terms of it's hard. I mean, 17 tries. He's been over 10 tries every single season for the last 3 seasons. And we know he's got that. So it's just about making the tackles, putting the body on the line, and I think it could be great. And hopefully we do end up keeping him. It could be good. But I don't know if we will. I don't know if – I know he said he wants to stay. So it's really up to Shane Flanagan and Daniel Anderson, our recruitment manager, if they want to keep him. But for 2025, right. I'm happy to give him a pass mark. I think he did some great stuff.
Yep, 100%. I'm going to give him up there 7.5, up towards 8. 17 tries, it's on 19 games.
Yeah.
If you've got a player like that, you have to keep him.
Oh, yeah.
Scored nearly a try a game, Yeah.
And, well, we move from the attacking highlight of our year with one of the best try scorers in our team, and we move to our defensive highlight and Hamish Stewart, who has been touted as our future probably lock, I think, where he's best suited. 19 games, 1 try, 2 try assists. What a surprise package. I did not see this guy from anywhere. Didn't know who he was.
No. I know Donny had big raps on him early on, and I had a look at him and I thought, wow, he's a good player, he's a big player. And he plays in the middle. He plays 13. He can be pushed up front, you know what I mean? Like, he does the job of a front rower, playing in the back, playing in 13. I think I don't know what his defensive stats are, but I'm sure they're high.
94%.
Jesus
Christ. First year, first grader. That is so surprising. I did not know who he was genuinely till he got named. So
problem with Hamish. I think he's going to get Boyd Cordner syndrome.
Yeah, I've already seen that. Yep.
So if that's what you want to call it, Boyd, you can call it Liam Fulton syndrome, because he was probably the first one I heard that had to retire because of head knocks. So
I think what you're saying is perfect because Shane Flanagan knows that. He had 3 concussions in his first season.
We let him have the last part of the year off, so
we need to tweak it. We need to just tweak it a little. We can't tweak it all the way because his defense is pretty much perfect in terms of technique, the way he wraps the legs.
Well, the last one, his last concussion, which happened late in the year, was a face clash with Jack DeBellin. You can't take that out of the game because that's just an accident that happens.
Yeah, but the first 2 I'm pretty sure were tackle technique, and he did well to manage it for most of the year. I just that kind of unluckiness for me. Pass mark.
Yeah, pass totally. Again, 7.5, 6.5, 7, 7.5, somewhere around there.
He surprised the shit out of me. I did not. really didn't know what he was going to
So
do.
just got to watch his head.
Yeah, that's just
Maybe headgear might be a, but headgear's there just to stop the gash more than the whack. It's not your head that gets whacked. It's the little grey bit in the middle that crashes from one side of your head to the other, and that's where the concussion comes from. It is. It's in a bag of water. It's just floating there, and if you get hit in the head, it's going to bang on that side, and then bang to that side. So, got to be careful with head injuries.
Yeah.
So talking about head injuries, Jammer Graham has donated his body to science when he dies.
Oh yeah, I did see about that. Yeah. So I mean that's great. You just got to wonder what goes on when those players.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's good to see.
Anyway, let's move on. I've got dinner to have.
Moving on, Jaden Sewer, 18 games, 4 tries, 2 try assists. He's had better seasons, but still don't think it was bad.
So I think both our back rows have got great hands, great feet. Sewer's kicked for a couple of tries already. They're two exceptional back rowers, when they're on their game.
Yeah, and Sewer's defensive efficiency is probably what stands out more than Leilua, is that he doesn't get lazy that much. Like he doesn't really.
Well, maybe Luch with 10 kilos off might be a little bit more 1%er, doing those 1%ers a bit more.
Yeah, I you know what? We kind of need 2 second rowers that do that. So, I mean, it'll be great to see. This one's pretty easy and simple. I'm going to keep it short. Jaden Sewer probably gets the pass mark for me.
Yeah, pass. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Most of them are going to be 7.5. So I don't want to be negative, but yeah, there's probably a couple that are down 6.5. But
yeah. I mean, we're not going to have a player that had a 10 because we weren't good enough to require someone that had that great a season, because otherwise we would have been high on the ladder. So,
yeah.
Moving on now to one player that I was happy to see every week, but kind of still needs to improve in certain aspects of the game. A lot of fans do think reserve grade will be great for him for the year. But I think his attack is good enough to maybe get him in the first grade squad somewhere during the season. And that is like Kinkoya. 17 games, 2 tries, 12 try assists. What a threatening player when he runs.
He is a threatening player. When he runs, he's got to run more again, like I said about Hamish and Cookie. Not Hamish, Kyle and Cookie, they've got to run more. Yeah, like King Tony's going to be battling in reserve grade, like battling for first grade, to play first grade. I hope the same thing doesn't happen that happened with Ilias. Where he got put down there, forgotten. If he's playing good in the Reggies, one of those two up the top have got to go if we're not playing well in the first grade.
Yeah, I think he'll find his way back in the squad somewhere during the season. Maybe it's an injury. We hope not, but I think he's got the talent. I mean, he's got a beautiful pass. Like some of his cadet passes to Matt Feeney towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
won us a game against Canberra. And pretty much almost won us against Warriors unless we got it. If we didn't get injured, we would have won. So, great player for me. Pass mark.
Yeah, like King Tony again, 7.5. Another one, he couldn't finish the games off. He's not quite experienced enough to be able to do that. And you find kids that are 2021 doing it, but I don't think LKT is quite ready yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe another year might do him well. Moving on now, someone that I'm particularly not a fan of, Emre Gula. 17 games, 2 try assists, average 70 metres, but he's started.
Mr. Plod.
Yeah.
Mr. Plod, I call Emre Gula. That's him and Hame Salah, they just plod along. They do their job, they make their metres. Well, like 70 metres isn't a forwards. But again, he's playing 30 minutes.
There's something
he's playing 40 minutes, by Emre Gula.
Like you said, with Gula, I mean, at least Hame said, like, when he comes on the field in that back end of the season,
a bit of a change.
He ran with some force. Like, he ran with force. When Emre Gula runs the ball, I just don't see the force. Like, you just don't feel the hunger.
No.
He tries. You can tell he tries, but I just don't think it's good enough.
No.
For me,
the way that Canberra just let him go, like
you wouldn't see that.
They knew he was a plotter, and he does his job, like he does what he needs to do.
He doesn't really drop the ball that much, but I just don't.
He needs an offload. He needs sidestep. He needs something. Emre probably 5.5, 6, me.
Yeah, I mean, you're a lot more generous than me at the moment. I'm going to have to give him a fail. I just, I didn't see the greatness that much. He didn't provide what we really needed in terms of a bit of punch in the middle. But moving on, hopefully he does have a better 26. He's apparently been given some raps from Fano, so yeah, I guess we'll see. Moving on, a forward I really like, but seems his time might be coming to an end. Blake Laurie, 15 games, 0 tries, 0 try assists. You won't see that much out of him, except for.
I don't think. Well, I asked that question before, didn't I? What does it mean for Locke Laurie this year? We've lost Clemmer, so there might be stages there. You get her on the bench. I don't think you can get a starting run. I love Blocker too. 2023 was Blocker's best year. I think he went close to winning our Player of the Year that year, and before you joined us, Bill. But but he went downhill when Shea Flanagan turned up.
And you know what? He always seems to look fit every season, like every season. And then he cops an injury, and he's gained weight.
He looks like me.
He
looks like you at the start of the season, and by the end, he looks like me. So.
Yeah, I mean,
he does.
It's just unfortunate. Like, he can't really do much with injury, but
I don't. For front rowers in this day and age, I don't think he's tall enough. I don't think he's big enough.
And he's not fast enough. He doesn't have the speed. He's an old.
I love Blocker to death.
Yeah,
I love Blocker to death.
He's an old.
I'm never going to give him a fail mark. I'm going to give Blocker 6.5, 7 for 2025. So, and that's a pass to me.
I don't think he's.
Sorry.
I don't think he's played bad enough to warrant a fail, but he didn't do enough to get a pass. I don't know. I might have to give him, like you said, maybe just
he gets a do-over.
Probably a borderline pass, like maybe a 5. Pretty average season. Yeah. Moving on now, though. Player, until we got injured, one of my favourites this season, Dow Holmes. 14 games, 6 tries, 4 assists, but a couple of his goal kicking pretty much.
Yeah, early season it did, didn't it?
But it's just the threat that he offered with us. The attack, the run.
Yeah, but he was coming off a broken leg as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
pretty bad.
It's going to be you're going to have to learn to swing that leg again.
Yeah.
They'll probably put you back 7 or 8 years. You know what I mean? Because you've lost that power in that leg. You've got to build that power up again. It's going to take you a while to get it back. But early season goal kicking wasn't very good. And when you're losing games by 2-4 points and he misses 3 goals, I
mean, talk about legs. His leg speed was still pretty tremendous, though. Like, he still had power. He still ran pretty hard. I mean, he's what Sully looks like. Sully really focused all his energy on the attack. And Holmes can still defend pretty decently. I don't think he's the worst defensively, but definitely sometimes where he does get caught out a little. But statistically, his best defensive year was with us, so you never know. I mean, he's been great. If he doesn't get injured this year, I think he'll have another great year. Pretty easy for me, a pass mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a pass for that one. He had a great year, so
Yeah.
we'll see how he goes.
Moving on now, another player that, if he didn't get injured, probably would have been Madway Player of the Year. He was trending that way. Toby Couchman, 13 games.
Yeah.
Season got cut short, but yeah.
If you looked at them, they were improving week after week after week. All of those young lads all improved throughout the year to becoming better players. Like Toby Couchman is just such a. I think he's going to be a vital player for our club.
In 13 games, he missed 16 tackles.
Mm.
That's
not too bad.
Really solid.
Not for a middle player.
98% tackle rate, so he's making a lot of tackles.
That's great.
108 running meters every single, on average, for 13 games. I mean, if he continued on and didn't get injured, probably would have been top 3 for us.
Close.
Yeah, definitely. I think we both agree that definitely a pass mark.
Yeah, I'll give him a pass. 7.5, somewhere around there. We got injured towards the end there. Unfortunate, but hopefully he'll come back round one, happy and healthy, start off the bench, and fight his way for that 8 or 10 position.
Yeah, he definitely could. I think he might start. That's my opinion. I think he will start. But
he does. Him and his brother both remind me of Jack DeMellon.
Yeah, the defensive mentality of these kids is really good. But moving on to a player which did his job, I think. Corey Allen, 12 games, 5 tries.
Yeah.
Pretty safe under the high ball, but didn't impress a lot of fans.
For what he did, 5.5 for what he did this year. I don't think he scored one try, didn't score a try. Not quite. I think he scored a try. But,
he scored 5.
Well, there you go. So 5 tries. Didn't play that many games.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to him because, I mean, he's had a horror gun with injury, and he did retire recently, so he won't be playing any longer with his last club. He did his job. I thought he was safe, so probably a pass, borderline pass.
Yeah, 5.5, 6. 5.5, 6.
Yeah. And our last player, because any player under 10 games is kind of unfair to rate, Loko Pacific Tonga, 10 1 try, but
was that Rookie of the Year this year, wasn't he? Was he Rookie of the Year?
Hamish.
Oh, Hamish was. Anyway.
Yeah.
But he would have been pretty close if he was eligible.
No,
Loko, the XPT doesn't know his size. He's got to realise he's the size of Nelson Sofa-Solomona. A big player like that, you know what I mean? Like, ran the ball hard. Was able to get the ball out and offload.
I think the more he plays, I think 2026 could be something.
He doesn't know how big he is.
Yeah, and you'll realise eventually. I think it'll be sometime soon because, I mean, he didn't miss a tackle. So defensively, very, very, very good. Missed 3 tackles in 10 games. That's pretty sound. But it's just the other side, running the ball 10 times harder. Still when he ran pretty hard, but
run on his full extension of his legs. You know what I mean?
He dropped
absolutely be flying. He's got to have his full leg extension to get some power, to get some pace. And he could be an Adam Fanil Blake. He could do the hit and spin on the try line and score a try like Fanil Blake does.
That's how he scored, pretty much. So
that's how he's got to score. He's got to hit that line, hit and spin, and pull out of the tackle and score the try.
Yeah, and yeah, for me, it's pretty simple. Pass mark, and
Yeah.
he should be in the
Oh, yeah.
spot. So I, I,
Seven
I
and a
think
half for logo.
I think they have to fit him in. They just got to find a place for him.
Yeah.
That's one we actually cannot let go of, in my opinion.
He's the one. He's another one that's going to be fighting for that number 8 and 10 spot. You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah,
you've got Emre Gula and Josh Kerr, I think they'll be the starters for the start of the season. And we'll have Toby Couchman and XPT off the bench. But I think he needs another half a year XPT and learn that he's that big.
yeah, 100%. And I think it will come eventually, but for now, there is other forwards that have realised already that they're big and they're strong. So yeah, we just got to keep developing him, keep patient, and when he's ready, he'll become a freaking machine. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he will. So that's it for our player reviews. Now we're towards the back end of the show. I've got this graphic, and I'm going to put it up. It's just on my slides. It's our signings and losses. Let me just share the screen now. Okay, here we go.
Can you make it bigger?
There we go.
Yeah.
If you want to read through that, you want to read through the signings?
Against the 2026, where Daniel Atkinson is signed till 2028 from the Cronulla Sharks. David Farley from Penrith signed 26-27. And Josh Kerr back from the Dolphins, where I didn't think he had a super year last year, but he's going to come back and have an absolutely sensational year in 2026. The Dragons.
Yeah, I mean, only a few signings, but even Setu too, they haven't noted down there, but because he's a development player technically, but signed, and those are 4 signings that three of them are unproven, but we have to wait and see and trust that they might be right.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to players that we lost a lot more than we gained. Jackie DeBellin, the legend Florence Apparel.
Big loss.
Tommy Eisen, who's retired at the start of the year.
Not so big.
Yeah, but he did play with a lot of passion.
He did.
William Fafita,
back to Manly.
Yep. Sione Finau to Raiders. That's a bit of a loss. Jonah Glover to Rabbitohs. And
Another loss, I think.
Lachlan Ilias to Titans. That's two halves.
Yeah.
David Clemmer to St. Helens. Finau Lati to the Bulldogs. That was halfway through last year. Francis Molo also left halfway through last year. BMM retired, but he's staying at the club in some sort of capacity. Cody Ransom to the Roosters, and Michaeli Ravalawa has gone off to the Super League. So, yeah, a lot of losses, and we've re-signed Ryan Couchman and Kyle Flanagan until 2027.
Yeah. Ben Murdoch-Masila won the Dragons the Mark Coyne Trophy this year, which he got it for initiating and developing his future after the game. So he's gone a lot into culture, like culture background of different people from different countries. So he's doing a great job.
Yeah, it's good to see. We looking after BMM pretty well.
Yeah, good stuff.
I liked him, so yeah, it's good to see that he's still here. Now, moving on to our awards before we wrap up our season review for 2025. Let's see. I have different opinions. We both have different opinions. This is why we're here. What was your best win for the Dragons in 2025?
I told you earlier on the Broncos game up at Suncorp. We tend to have a good record at Suncorp. That was our best win this year. Even the Storm win was a good win. I like that one as well. But the Broncos. Hi, STA Dragon 100, mate. How you going, bud? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I think that was a great win. The comeback when we were down to 10. I think we lost
14-10 or something. What it was.
Yeah.
But
we
it
had
was a great game.
we had 2 wins at once. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
But,
that was my favorite win.
Yeah, that's a great win. That's up there for me. But personally, Cogra round 23 against the freaking Cronulla Sharks.
Yeah.
Haven't beaten the Sharks since 2020.
Yeah.
2020. It had been 5 years. And, well, we needed this win, and we did. And that was the best win. The try savers, the tries, the Buchanan debut, the Halangahu debut, who ended up actually winning us the match because he took an obstruction. He took a fall on an obstruction and got us a penalty. So, just a great match. Got to rip it into the Sharks fans, which was a bit of fun.
Yeah, they like doing it for Sharks fans, don't you?
It's been a while since we could do that, and it's a bit of banter. There's a lot of rivalry with our 2 clubs, but there's also some people that I do have friends that are fans of Cronulla, so it was a bit of back and forth, which is good.
Bit of fun.
But that was my favourite win. In terms of losses now, we have to review it, unfortunately. What was your worst loss, Big T?
Well, there was many moments, like ends of games where I was sitting there with my head in my hands and say, how did we lose that one? The South Sydney game early on in the season, we lost 21-20, I think. That was the hardest. Because I got plenty of South Sydney fans that gave me so much after that game. We had that game won.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was the hardest loss for 2025 for me.
Yeah. That was just shocking. I mean, we really had to put it away. A game where if we win, could be close to the top 8. Probably, there's so many games. If we win, we're in the top 8. So yeah. Those are kind of bad, but the worst one for me was the game against Dolphins. We lost 56-6. I turned my TV off in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We lost Tui Pelosi to hamstring, and we were down 18-0 in the first 20. 18-2, because we decided to take the 2 thinking it was going to be a tough game, but we ended up losing by 50, so it wasn't that smart. And
that was 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row we got smacked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I turned it off. I turned it off. I didn't watch the highlights. I didn't watch anything. After 18-0, I could not tell you what the hell happened. See, I'm a true fan, but it was disgraceful. Like, we were not in that game. And if it wasn't for us losing that bad, the Anzac Day game, like STA Dragon said, definitely second. I don't really want to dwell on it because it pisses me off. But
that's right. Let's move on.
Yeah. Well, moving on now. We got our Rookie of the Year. Who was your Rookie of the Year, Big T?
Like you said, there was plenty of them. Whether they were eligible or not, I'm not sure. They had Latu Stewart, Loco Pacific Congo, Lycan King Togia, Nick Sagranis Buchanan. There's a plethora of players coming through. I'm not sure whether they were eligible for Rookie of the Year, but I went for XPT, but we went to Stewart instead. But
Loco's a pretty good option. I think he's definitely up there in our rookies in our system. For me, Hamish Stewart, just the ultimate surprise, because I knew about LPT. I did not know about Hamish Stewart and the consistency that he played with for 20 games this year. So, Rookie of the Year, Hamish Stewart. And now we move on to our Hardest Worker Award. Who are you going to give that to, Big T?
Well, I've heard through the grapevine that Dylan Egan doesn't stop. He just runs and runs and runs and runs and runs and does what he's told. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dylan Egan gets my vote.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Eagle, I mean, great for the first 8 games, and then unfortunately, the tackle on Haas, which ended the
Yeah,
season very early. And my hardest worker award, also ended up getting injured. Toby Couchman.
yeah,
Yeah, I know it seems very out there that he obviously was hardworking though. So yeah, the amount of work he did on and off the ball was really solid and very improved. Like I did, I rated Toby Couchman to an extent, but I think we pushed him very early on in his career, maybe a year or two early. But Flanagan brought him out at the right time, and yeah, he showed it. That's for sure. And now, moving on to our final award, best player. Who was your best player, BT?
Hey, we talked about this before. You've got Gutho, Jack DeBellin, Jacob Little, Cookie to an extent. Yeah, has to go to Gutho.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. He was our player of the year. Mad Dragons player of the year was Jack DeBellin, who was also a decent shout. But I think, yeah, Clint Gutherson, just the amount of leadership he's got. Other than the captain's challenge, is really great player. So, yeah, and we got a question here from STA Dragon. Would you guys extend Luciano? Personally, it's hard because I like him, but unless he has a great season, I wouldn't be extending his contract. I think I'd be shipping him elsewhere. Maybe Super League might be his best place, but definitely got the talent to have a great year and get an extension. No, there's no doubt
Yeah,
about that. So,
right. He's got to work hard in 2026.
yeah, he has to because Dylan Egan, Sagranis,
They're all behind him. That's right.
They, we have many that can play on the edge. So yeah, it's all about how hard he's willing to work and how much of a great season he has. But that'll do it for the review. To sum up the season for me, I think many of opportunities, but misfortune at the end of the day. Tale to tell is just many missed opportunities, and it's just we can't really do anything about it because we can't change the game now. It's already happened. All it is for us to do is to improve in the future and make sure that seasons like these, where we have 6-point games many of times, don't happen again. We can put them away.
Yeah, that's right. We're short one halfback. Someone who could finish off the game. Someone. I thought we should have gone for DCE. And brought him down with Atkinson, but that didn't happen. But we need another experienced half.
We had the chance, but I think the only problem there was that he's only available for 1 year, and we'd probably be looking.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it for this stream. I think. Unfortunately, close games, but it's only going to put us in good trajectory for the future and possibly top 8. You never know. We could be running out of the blocks next year, and those close games could turn into wins. So
that's right. That's what we need. That's happened for 2 years now. 2024 was the same. So many close games that year. We've got to learn from our mistakes and and do better. It's 100%. The halves have to do their job. The forwards have to do their job, and the outside backs, I expect them to do their job. Whoever the wingers are, whoever the centers are, we're not going to know till round 1 proper. So
but other than that, a lot to look forward to next season. And I thank everyone that's joined this stream. I think we had about a max of 4 or 5 at the stream at that
That's
point.
all right.
So
it's good, mate. It's good.
Good start. And if you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe and have a good year. And we'll also look out for Mad Dragons Vodcast because we're going to do content as well.
Hopefully more this year. A couple of new segments. Well, I know I've got a new one, so we'll have to have a chat about that. Probably after this.
there's definitely lots of content out there. So I hope you all enjoyed. My goal is to get to 200 by the end of the month at least, and that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a Rugby League Roundup presentation, like behind enemy
Brought to you by Rugby League Roundup, Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks for having me on, mate.
Yeah, thank you, and take care.
And we'll see you later, I hope.